with that.
So you let me talk. Hey, now you have taken over the show.
I over the show from you because, Charlie, we have to. You know what? So, you see what I'm holding in my hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so 11 days more, and you'll be on the field with this accreditation.
So, 11 days away, there will not be any court issues.
Yeah.
We need to tell you in advance. The
Absolutely.
court issues will be dealt with on the field. Mm-hmm. The judges, all of them will be on the field voting.
Okay.
Yes,
let's see.
Will be on the field voting. Are you voting this year?
I will vote, yes.
Yes. But why did it take you that long to answer?
Because I was contemplating whether I should or I shouldn't.
Yes. You're a law-abiding citizen, so you have to.
Oh, and I say it's voluntary. It's not mandatory.
No, it's voluntary, I know. But you also have to make a decision. It should be part of decision making.
Sometimes it's also a protest.
A protest.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand when it's a protest, but how do you evaluate the end effect of that protest? At the end of the day, even if
someone is going to win anyway.
One person that goes to the election center to vote, it will affect you. So you have to also be there and then take your decision or make your decision for your choice. You can also
choose
vote
your
for
choice.
Me if you go and I'm not on
vote
the
for me. I want your president. I go make you vice president.
Now, when you meet all the candidates, when they are talking to you, they are so humble.
Oh, we become used to it. So let's find out what the courts yesterday. It was quite an active day in court. James Achikwesin, the treason felony case, as well as the Impakadan train accident. Charlie,
people have forgotten about that case already, Charlie. So that is why this segment is so important.
Yeah.
Because we remind you, whatever the case is,
we tell you where we are. So let's start from the Achikwesin case.
Yes.
Is this the one in relation to perjury?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
That case. That is the same case that we are talking about. For those who remember, a lot of issues that happened, a lot of times. Remember at the point in time, even the minority declared support for him. And anytime the case was up in court, all of them were in court to throw their support behind James Achikwesin. His seat was declared vacant. He had to go. There was a by-election. He eventually won. But of course, the criminal leg of the case is still pending, where prosecution is calling witnesses to testify. And then the fourth prosecution witness is still in the witness box facing cross-examination. But it has gotten to a point where the lawyers of James Achikwesin, led by the venerable James Chachuchi Kata, the last time he was in our studios here with Sewa, that interview, for those who remember.
Yeah.
Very great interview, very great conversation, all that. So yesterday, he was leading the charge. So they have filed a motion, and that motion seeks to get some document from the Office of the Attorney General by way of disclosure. But the OG has opposed to that. But unfortunately, yesterday, the opposition, the AG's opposition motion that they have filed is not yet, they have not been served with a copy. So they have made a point that the case be adjourned so that they'll be able to look at it, come back, make their case before the court, presided over by Justice Mary Mami Ikweyenzu, for the court to make a determination. So this case has been adjourned to the 11th of December, 3 or 4 days after the December 7th. And yesterday, James Achikwesin was present. He's called. I had a brief interaction with him and I said that I'm going to this constituency straight away from here. So moment like that, all of them.
What happened to the? I was going to ask what happened to the daily trial.
But
I think it was stalled because of the judgment of the Court of Appeal.
It was at the point after the whole thing became shattered, or it came to some way of when after the by-election, and then there was certain process. Sometimes you go to court, there's a motion, so the court have to look at it. They have not been served and all that. So those processes. But what I do know is that within a week, it used to come about 3 times in a week. But of course, this case will come back on the 11th of December. That is where Justice Mary Mami Ikweyenzu has adjourned the case to, by which time the AG processing will be served on lawyers of James Achikwesin, led by Chachuchi Kata, and then they will make a determination, or they'll make a prayer before the court for the court to decide on.
Okay. And so that is in relation to Achikwesin. Oliver Bakavamawo also had a turn in court in relation to the treason felony. It doesn't look like that case will be heard anytime soon, because the series of adjournments we have seen.
You, as we speak, the trial has not started. And when I say the trial has not started, what I mean is that the prosecution will have to call their first witness for the trial to start. Mm-hmm. All that we are dealing with now is interlocutory matters. Stand the case down. We have to go for an interpretation. They're seeking some constitutional interpretation. There is a motion that the court should stay proceedings and all that. So this is where we are. It's been on and on and on and on. And yesterday it came up where lawyers of the accused persons have filed a document, a motion, and that motion, prosecution opposed to that. It was in open court that lawyers of Oliver Barker were shown a copy of AG's affidavit in opposition to that. So clearly, it means that the case will have to be adjourned for the court or for the parties or for the AG's office to be able to serve the accused person and his lawyers, or the bailiff will have to do all those things for the court to have proper view of whatever processes they have filed for them to listen. But yesterday, Oliver Barker was not present in court. Okay. And the court even acknowledged that this is an accused person who has ever been in court. He has never absented himself. So, in fact, the prosecution was drawing the court attention to his absence and the fact that there's a possibility of a bench warrant. The court is saying that your processes have not been filed. The accused person has always been in court. He hasn't showed an attitude that he will never be in court. He has been absenting himself. So the court is not going to make a case of a bench warrant. However, at the next court sitting, the lawyers should ensure that he is present in court. If he doesn't show up, the court said that day a bench warrant could be issued for his arrest. So yesterday, that case also has been adjourned to the 12th of December. So that's what happened in relation to that the one. Oliver Barker Boma was 2 counts of treason felony case. And the Tema Impakadan real accident. Remember the controversy that has surrounded this very case. A lot of people may have forgotten, I'm sure, by now. Because they thought, I noticed that the driver at the center of this was sometime jailed at a circuit court at some time in the eastern region. But some 4 accomplices have been at the high court and they are been arraigned. In fact, as we speak, they have been granted bail, but the trial has not started yet. Yesterday, they appeared before the circuit. You notice that initially it was Justice Lydia Osema who was handling this very case. She has been elevated to the Court of Appeal, so the cases that she has already started fully are the cases that she has to quickly complete all those the ones so that she can focus more on activities or matters at the Court of Appeal. I had a lot of cases that are pending in relation to the Court of Appeal. And so this very matter, the new judge who have been assigned to the criminal court file, Justice Nakoa Kwashi. Nakoa. Kowa. It's not Kowa. No. Kowa is the one that they use for the Nakoa. Some of the names, sometimes you need people to assist you with how they mention their names and all that. So it's been adjourned to the 16th of December. So most of the cases that are in adjourned from now, they are coming back after the December 7th election, because 11 days from now, all Ghanaians will be making a decision of who the next president or who our next president will be, because the terms of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, it's over. So that is what happened in relation to the Tema Impakadan train accident matter. Therefore, have been granted bail, but of course, the trial has not started. The case was adjourned to the 16th of December. So what are we to expect in court today? Yes, what we do expect is Sagleme affordable housing matter. Alhaji Collins Dauda, Kweku Ajiman Mensa, Alhaji Ziblim Yakubu, and then Nuvi Tete Angelo. We told you that the 4th accused the contractor had passed on, so he's deceased, and so he's no more part of the those standing trial now. Prosecution was expected to call their 3rd witness in the person of Madame Lucy Tete Akwete. In fact, an officer with the Bank of Ghana, but now she has retired. And at the time that she was filing her witness statement to come and testify, she was still at post. And she was telling the court how the role that she played in that 5,000 affordable housing unit at Saglem. But the lawyers of the accused person raised the point that, look, this is a witness who gave a witness statement, and he will be in court to testify at the time that she has retired. If we ask her a question about the Bank of Ghana current situations, is she able to answer? Then the parties begin to knock head, begin to look at the situation, and then the AG's representatives indicated to the court that they want an adjournment to be able to put their house in order so that they can seek proper view or perspective from the Bank of Ghana, so before the witness comes to testify. So today, before Justice Ernesto Usudapa, the court will be clear, or prosecution will be clear how they want to go about with this very witness. If they want her to continue, it will happen. If they don't want her to continue, that will be known to the court, and the court will make a decision on how the trial should go. So at the last court sitting, Alhaji Collins Dauda was not present because the lawyers made the point that he's not well, and medical excusability was produced to the court. We hope that this time around he's well and he's back to court. So before Justice Ernesto Usudapa, we'll expect more in relation to the second, particularly with the third prosecution witnesses status.
All right. Thank you. No, I think there's one more case, right?
The former,
in relation to, we have the second lady one, and that's of the Kaswa Millennium City as well, right?
Yes.
So let's quickly take those two.
So you know about Yahuza Osmanu, self-acclaimed businessman who was arrested for robbery, but robbing the former second lady Matilda Yaba Emisata, and then some 4 others, and huge sums of money, some dollars, jewelries, and all stuff. How we had at some point in time, we saw a narration from the former second lady on how the whole thing happened. And also, the accused person in court, initially 26 counts, prosecution amended the charge sheets down to 24, pleaded not guilty, and then he's still on remand. Today, he's expected in court. Prosecution asked to file necessary processes and witness statement for case management conference to be conducted. So today, he'll be back in court. Possibly, he will know when exactly his trial will start, by way of after, if prosecution is done and the case management conference is held, the court will now make a date. Then, of course, the Kaswa Millennium City. Is it Kaswa Millennium City or Millennium City? Kaswa.
So
Is it Millennium City?
Millennium
Definitely,
City.
you have to add the Kaswa because around the same.
It's Kaswa Millennium City.
So, for those who remember, Ben Lord Abebio, said he's a traditional ruler in the area, a military officer who went to the area to go and inspect his land. Unfortunately, something happened. He said, I'm going to the police station to go and report. And on his way, just closer to the police station, somebody just shot him, killed him instantly. Ben Lord Abebio was arrested in relation to that, arraigned, and at the Chimota District Court. Committal processes have been completed. He's back at the High Court. He's pleaded not guilty together with one another for a conspiracy. And he, Ben Lord Abebio, is facing the charge of murder. And so he'll be facing the jury trial today. He's back before the High Court for some more directives. So that case is also one of the cases that we should expect happening at the court today. So these are some of the things that we should expect.
All right.
From the court today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nadede.
Mutalai Nusa, letting us in. Letting us in on what has been happening at the court and what is going to happen today. We'll see you tomorrow. Captain.
Most definitely.
Yeah, big man.
Nadede.
Ogbojibo. It's still the Morning Star here on Starr 103.5 FM.